Big fight feel here as these competitors face off for the NXT Women's North American Champion. Oh, nice scoop for the win.
She still has her expelling unnecessary energy with that attempt.
Yeah, on NXT as far as belts, you got the Alliance. They're holding most of the belts right now at this moment. The initial war really kicked off at Stand and Deliver, and in that event, Mutiny dominated. China had her debut on the NXT, but she ended up winning the women's title, so she was one of the people that held on to the Alliance by, number count. So now you got Michaels, who's the head of the clip. He's got both the belts. You got China, who's got both the women's belts. Well, I got the Mutiny titles and the regular titles, and they're holding both now, just for war purposes. Then you got DIY, which includes Candice and Indy Hartwell. I got them in Mutiny. I got them with the Mutiny movement. And they got the tag belts. The women's tag belts are held by Fallon and JC. Their faction is a part of the Mutiny movement. So they just got the women's tag titles and they took them off of Trish and Lita. It was basically SmackDown wrestlers. So Raw and SmackDown, they really don't got their hands on anything. Plus, I got the Unity tag belts. It's NXT property, but intergender tag teams from all three brands can compete for them. Like right now, the intergender tag titles, that the tag champions, is Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. They just beat the Click members. I got Wendy Chu with the Click. In the immediate Click, I got Wendy Chu, William Regal, Chyna, Shawn Michaels, and Braun Strowman. And that's only because those 5 members were beefing with Mutiny head on. I don't have Triple H involved at all. I haven't used this character or nothing since I started Universe Mode. I got certain legends competing. Like right now, I don't have the Brothers of Destruction competing. I don't have DX competing or the NWO. You know how I usually do that. I'll be able to put off on them. I got like Shamrock competing. I got Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle. I got them competing. And I got the Dudley Boys competing. The Dudleys is on NXT. And like I said, I just got Chyna. And she's on NXT.
You can tell she's got her right where she wants her.
Nice springboard drop kick.
Looking dazed. You can tell she has no idea what's coming to her.
Yeah, that's dope.
The champion hammered away at. Oh, she's removing. Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
Yeah, that's kind of my joint with the Mutiny movement. It's been on hold because Mutiny hasn't succeeded in invading. So, I'm in like year 4. So, like with my stipulation, with me beating the head Mutiny member at WrestleMania, Mutiny was able to basically erase my NXT history. I can't really compete for belts on that brand. But at the same time, anyone with Mutiny can't be drafted to Raw and SmackDown. It's like they're exiled there. But now that you got roster members who don't like that, that's where the war is coming in. You know what I mean? Because, NXT, I always pride them on being a third brand, but exclusively having the developmental center. After the initial war where they got, how the story went, when you got fired and then you had to sneak in and fight Mutiny as they were trying to erase the history or whatever. This is basically the aftermath of all that. Since my guy led the charge, after I led the charge, I decided not to get rid of Mutiny. Part of it is because in the story mode, the character I used to go to the Indies with is considered my ex or whatever, So there was still a soft spot there. So I let Mutiny live without firing all of them. And they got a chance to compete against Raw and SmackDown without blindsiding us and taking our employment away if we lost, shit like that. But it also came with the whole anyone in NXT who was with Mutiny were exiled from going to Raw and SmackDown. But after I did initial draft, with Julia and Stephanie Vaquero, that's where the alliance was formed.
Parker taunting her downed opponent. Here it comes. Hypnotic. Will the champ make that pay off? Looking for the pin, but was that enough? 2. And the champ retains.
Like on my NXT roster, my Unity tag titles, they belong to Seth and Becky. The women's tag titles is Fallon and JC Jane. The women's North American champion, who just won, is Jada Parker. My NXT tag champs, my unified tag champs is DIY, Ciampa and Gargano. My NXT North American unified champion is Kevin Owens. And my NXT women's champion unified is Chyna. And my NXT champion unified is Shawn Michaels. On Raw, my champions, Natalia's the Intercontinental champion. She's actually have a dominant run. She's like a 3-time champ, but she's had a dominant Intercontinental title run. The women's world champion is called my counterpart, Duchess. The tag champions is the Creed brothers. The Intercontinental champion is Pete Dunne. And my world heavyweight champion is my guy. And on SmackDown, the women's United States champion is Lita. The women's WWE champion is my counterpart, Duchess. She's unified in there. The tag champions is Pretty Deadly. The United States champion is John Cena. And the WWE Undisputed champion is me. Now, the Money in the Bank just happened, and the women's Money in the Bank winner is Isla Dawn, and the men's Money in the Bank winner is Ludwig Kaiser. So night 1 at SummerSlam, they're both going to cash in against me and Duchess. Night 2, I have to defend my belt against Solo Sikoa, and Duchess defended her belt against Chelsea Green. And that's this 2-night SummerSlam event that I'm about to do.
Punch right in the head.
Have you done the money laundering shit yet for GTA?
This. Oh, from the rope. Shoulders down. Is it enough?
It's pretty cool.
He throws his shoulder up.
It's pretty cool. I got 2 out of the 3 businesses to put up. I got the car wash and the illegal weed dispensary. It's fun. It's actually pretty fun. And based on how many businesses you own, the safe in there, it gives you amount of money per day for those businesses. And then I found out that the end of the year's DLC is going to come with the Mile High Club and the mansions.
Wiped out with the crossbody. He quickly slides into the ring. Connects. Saw it coming.
A little while after I do my events, I'm probably going to play some GTA. Get more money and all that good shit.
Right to Baron there. Yeah, that's HBK putting his in-ring acumen to good use. Oh, here we go. Oh, consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up. Suplex into a powerbomb, my goodness. Now that's what you call impact. The defensive elbow to the gut ends that. Back suplex, no! Driven down. Oh, a big boot. Thorpe retaliates. Corbin gets out of the way in time. Oh, man, he is no way. Astounding power. End of days. Could that be enough to gain the title? 2, 3, no, 2 count. Title still on the line. He is just barely still in the fight. I don't know how.
Probably about an hour or 2.
After that, that was
Depends on how long my SummerSlam event goes.
Great job to pull that maneuver off, but somehow it just wasn't enough, and now Corbin has a lot to think about. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here. He's got his hands on a sledgehammer. Total chaos is about to be unleashed.
Disheartening position for HBK. Though HBK can turn this around. Now this is really getting out of hand here.
You still got GTA Plus? Yeah, so your property is gonna be discounted at like 700 racks instead of the $1 million, because you got to buy the famous car wash. You buy that. That's the initial front. That's.
We're gonna have to try to fight out of this. Thanks for coming.
Oh, you didn't get the factory, and you didn't get the There's another DLC that came out. Yeah. So you got the garment factory. Those are pretty good missions too. And then I think you got one more building. Oh yeah. The airstrip up there by Grapeseed. The airstrip by Grapeseed. You know your boy. Yeah. That one's pretty cool too. Those missions are pretty cool. So there is mad shit to do. What it is it's more fun with the squid on. You know what I mean? These are stuff you can go in invite only lobby still. But like after 2 hours you get bored because you're by yourself. That's the X factor with GTA. Especially with me and you. You know, we've done basically everything we can do in GTA. When you buy the garment factory and you hook up your terabyte, that shit is pretty cool too.
He kicks out at 2. Obviously still has some fight left.
Close disconnects. And Corbin is being handled here. HBK to the upper man. Music.
Did the champ just finish the job?
Wow, just barely making
That boy Baron Corbin was 2 times a champ.
Palpable. The champ will have to dig deeper now.
Another one.
Shawn Michaels.
That's unequivocal. Awesome. Nice effort, Baron.
Shawn Michaels retains the championship.
And here's another glance at these superstars in action.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your
one real shortly.
NXT Mutiny Champion,